I just hope the Vanderbilt sisters' private jet crashes on the way there. Oh my God, Brittany. You were thinking it. I know, but you said I know.
What's up? It's the Asha
What's
Monet.
up?
It's the Asha Monet
And Scott.
with the You Were Thinking It podcast. You were thinking it and we're gonna say it. So we about to recap for the Baddies Midwest reunion part 3. And we just got done watching like a few minutes of it. And it was just the beginning is just too good just to not talk about already. I think we 8 minutes in. And it's so much that's happened so far. So Big Legs. Let's get into the Big Legs and Jela fight. Let's get into that first. What you think about that?
Well, we just watched Big Lex tear Jela ass a new one. But I mean, I already knew that. One thing about this one, though, I appreciated was they actually let them fought for a decent amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing I always said during watching the show is I never really seen Lex do her full potential or really like hurt this bitch the way she wanted to. Like I can see Lex's anger when she be fighting. And I feel like
Mm-hmm.
Lex really beat on this bitch the way she wanted to for a minute. Even though Lex still want her head, Lex definitely uh like did some damage with Jayla. Like she injured
Definitely.
this girl.
Definitely. Because Jayla had a big ass knot on her head. Let me show it. Jayla had a big ass knot.
Oh my god.
And Jayla,
Ugh.
Jayla holding her nose because Big
Look,
Legs bit her after Jayla bit her first. And I wanted to get into that because Jayla is a hypocrite. You're being a hypocrite, girl, because you made all that noise about Gretch biting you and trying to scar you and all of this and that, but then you go and do it to
mm-hmm,
somebody else. You go and do it to somebody else.
mm-hmm.
Granted, cool, you did it back to Gretch or whatever, but Lex never bit you. And you had
Right.
such a disdain for Gretch for biting you, so why would you go and bite somebody else? And
Because
that's
she
why
was
you
losing.
naughty, baby. Yep, and that's why you naughty, baby. You naughty, baby. And that nose bleeding because Lex bit her on the nose.
I was mad because the cameras was following Jada. And then Anna was like, oh, nah, move the cameras. Y'all not finna, go up in her face. That mean her face was
Yes,
fucked up
and it's
for real.
yes, and it's like this is reality TV. This is what we're supposed to see. This is what we're gonna see. Wear your wounds proudly.
Facts. Like, these bitches taking off they bras, titties swinging and shit, bra on wigs off, bald head. They don't give a fuck. Like, this is not baddies. This like some WWE shit.
Okay, and speaking of taking their shirt off, let's get into Pretty P and Bad Dolly because Bad Dolly tore her up.
Yeah, Bad Dolly did twirl, but I don't know if it was the sound of or the audio or that last uppercut in that first round was loud as hell. Like I don't know if you or play that shit back, but you could see uh Pretty P checking if her nose was bleeding like 20 times.
Yeah, cause that Bad Dolly was hitting her hard as hell to the point where her hand started bleeding, and that girl hand was already broke.
Yeah, damn. This bitch like king, queen of uppercut and shit. This bitch just uppercut, uppercut, uppercut. She just keep going with that same move though. She got to switch it up.
For real, cause allegedly but that uppercut makes some noise, cause allegedly she blinded Emma with that uppercut. So I would keep using that uppercut too. So
I
yeah.
don't like that though, cause that whole that shit was so foul. Because Emma definitely could fight. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Every fight I seen, even the fights that Emma lost, I can see her the way she fights. That girl, she know how to fight. And if she had a fair one, squared up with Dolly, she would have definitely gave Dolly a round for her money. Dolly snatched that girl off guard in the middle of a fight and started uppercutting her. Like,
No,
that was
true.
not fair at all.
True, and I agree. And just to bring basis on that, I said that too in my last video that I made about that part of the reunion. Um, Dolly was saying that Emma came in there and said what's up, but I don't think when Emma said what's up, I didn't think she meant like jump me. Nobody, of course that's not what she meant. She probably would say run it with whoever wanted to run it with her, but not both of y'all.
Yeah.
Why would she want to fight both of y'all at the same time? But at the same
They
time,
started fighting because of Summer ghetto ass.
yeah, because Summer got up first, so Bad Dolly should have let them fight because Summer was gonna get beat up. Summer was definitely
Yeah,
gonna get beat up
no, for
because she was
facts.
Yeah, but yeah, I agree. If Dolly would have did a head up with Emma, it would definitely would have been a good fight. It would have probably been a tie, in my opinion. Um,
Yeah, I agree.
but yeah, all right. Let's get into the other parts of the video. All right, so now we at the part where Emma had came in and she was talking about her issue with Scotty and basically saying they was trying to say that Emma came in as a viewer and she called Scotty boring and then it flipped on her and people was calling her boring, which it did. Emma was being boring. So but I mean, I don't feel like Emma was wrong for expressing her opinion. They was saying she was expressing her opinion as a viewer that she was being. Scotty is boring on TV. Like she's not boring when they're like at the bookings and in the clubs, but Scotty is boring. Like I'm not gonna lie,
Exactly.
she's boring, and I don't like how they was trying to get on her about that. And they were trying to say, Rolley was trying to say that Emma called Scotty out for a fade because she's boring. No, she didn't. She just said, I think you're boring and I'm here to take your spot. And Scotty started walking up like she wanted to fight. And then Scotty asked her, you want to fight? And she was like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's what I
Like,
thought too. And I mean, maybe I am wrong. I think I am, but I'm not mistaken. They asked them, like they were going around, like doing a roll call of why they had a problem with who, or and they like Natalie was asking them. They wanted them to say why they had a problem or why they didn't like or whatever. And Emma just said, "Oh, I think Scotty's boring and this and that." That's how it went
yeah,
down, if I remember it correctly.
I think
So
so.
yeah, nah, she wasn't trying to like pick a fight or nothing like that. But Emmy definitely was boring, so it definitely did backfire. Scotty's still a boring ass bitch to me, but she definitely stepped her game up this season. I don't know if it was because of that comment Emma made, but I'm glad Emma made it because I still don't like Scotty, but it made me not look at Scotty as a complete useless person. Like in every single fight that's happened throughout this entire season, I seen Scotty either take her heels off or drop her purse or
Or
like
throw something.
completely like she was on it, like she was ready.
Mm-hmm.
Even
Yeah.
if it
So,
was like her and Natalie be beefing, they got a love and hate relationship. But if you pay attention, Scotty will never let Natalie get drunk, and I respect stuff like that.
yeah, and you're right. I agree because I feel like Emma put that battery in her back and charged Scotty up this season, and she got in that she got in the paint. She got in the paint every single time. Now with Big Lex, she acting a little pussy, but she still got in the paint with her
Yeah, I mean, but if you think about it, the only person who wasn't acting pussy to fight Big Lex was Ivory, because
because Ivory knows she got them hands.
exactly. Nigga, if I was a girl, I'd probably be scared to fight Lex daddy long leg ass too. Like this bitch hooks just be too quick. She's an athlete.
I wouldn't care about none of that.
I know that, but I'm just saying for like a regular bitch who just be like, there would be like fucking who's scary on. Well, I mean nobody's scary for real if I think about it. But they gonna try to pick and choose and dodge fights like Biggie. Definitely when it comes to somebody like Lex, like that's why on over here crying over that shit. Do you think Biggie punk ass want to fight Lex? It's not never happening.
She fought Nunu. She jumped in with Nunu,
Yeah, she
and
jumped in
and
with
that and
Nunu
that's
because she thought um Nunu couldn't fight or whatever. Or when she was watching Nunu and Anna fight, I guess she thought it was a tie or whatever. Lex was whooping Anna's fucking ass and anybody else's ass. Biggie is not jumping in that fight.
Nunu.
No,
Oh, you talking
Lex.
about Lex? Hmm.
Yeah, so
Yeah, definitely.
that's why Biggie was like, yeah, nah, I ain't having no parts of that.
Yeah, but it was like Biggie said, when she jumped into the other fight with Nunu, people had a problem with that. And then now she not jumping in no fights at all, people still got a problem. But then when she not jumping in the fight, oh, at least break it up. That why y'all have security? Why do she need to break up a fight? Like, huh?
Yeah, that's true. But I, th- I'm kind of iffy on that because, of course, it's easy to jump in a fight that is happening that when Anna is fighting one person. Like that's just pussy to me. Why when it's two bitches fighting on Anna, you don't want to jump in? Yes, I know Anna didn't get jumped, but we're hypothetically speaking. So if two girls are fighting Anna, you don't want to jump. But if Anna's fighting one person, you do want to jump. Like that's whack. That just proves everyone else's point. You're weak. Like you should, if you're gonna be in the paint for one person, you need to be in the paint for two people, three people, etc. You should just be on it. Period. All across the board. You can't just be on it when it comes to one person, a one-on-one fight. That's weak. And that's weird.
Yeah, but Anna like to jump people. I don't feel bad for Anna. Don't
Oh,
be
I don't
jumping
feel
people
bad
if
for
you don't
Anna
want nobody
either.
to jump you.
But
Because
I'm
Anna
talking
was the
about that.
main one. Anna was the main one before they got on this stage. If Tasiki fighting, I'm fighting. If Biggie fighting, I'm jumping in. If Scotty fighting, I'm jumping in. But then when somebody jump in your fight, then you're mad. But you had all these. She still had all these people behind her. But it was because Biggie wasn't jumping in that she had a
Right,
problem.
right. Cause I mean,
But
she loves Biggie more than I guess she cares about all of them. She just want to see Biggie step up because she know Biggie's scared to. It would mean a
yeah,
lot to her if she did.
listen, and if my friend wanted me to do that, I don't know. I don't. Biggie don't want to do it, but if my friend wanted me to do that, I'm doing that too. I don't like just like what Santana said, just like what Saucy Santana said. You don't gotta fight, but break it up. Pull a bitch wig, swing on a bitch one time, like Jayla was doing with Big Lex. She came to the side and hit her real quick,
Yeah,
but security was right there, so they couldn't get to her. So yeah, I agree with that part. Like she could do something, but the way she was hiding behind Tinka, honey. Tinka,
yeah,
and another
like that
thing,
was
Tinka don't even
crazy.
need to be on the stage with all of this because this is literally she's endangering her child by even being there.
That's what I'm saying. And then you gonna hide behind a pregnant bitch and not in front of her. That just speaks volumes.
Yes, behind, like using her as a shield. Oh my god,
Like nah, you just need to get off stage if you that's goddamn scary. I can't stand that shit.
for real. But let us know what y'all think about all that in the comments. We're gonna move on to the next part. All right, so now we're gonna get into the part where Ivory was discussing her issue with Big Legs, Summer, and Bad Dolly, and they was talking about how at the premiere, like they was talking about how they was cool, but then at the premiere, Bad Dolly hit Ivory in the back of the head and something like that. You gonna have to tell it, Scott, because I didn't see none of that stuff. So you gonna have to get a T on that.
I seen some videos on Twitter a long time ago before this show even aired of Ivory because I was excited that Ivory was on Zeus Network and they showed the first videos was of the premiere and I was like, yo, it was the premiere was the most ratchet shit I have ever. I don't think Zeus ever had anything with that much fights at once. Like that was a premiere. Zeus never had nothing like that. That was some now that's TV shit. Like Ivory brought now that's TV to the premiere. If
Hmm.
the video I seen, it was like a theater. It was a theater, and everybody was like in um gown wear. The ladies were in gowns, niggas were in tux. Like it was like a premiere. All I see was Ivory sticking his whole Dolly, like sticking Dolly. Ivory was getting her, and then it got separated. Ivory's girlfriend jumped in. It was
Danye.
yeah. Ivory and Danye was jumping Dolly, and who else was trying to jump in for Dolly? It was like a big ass brawl. That premiere got shut down because of that shit. It was very. It wasn't only them fighting. After that, it just sparked a whole bunch of fights. But that's what Ivory was talking about. She was basically saying that she really did come on this show a different person, and like I don't know if y'all gonna remember what we was talking about the last episode, but I was saying that Ivory did come on here different. Like I we know Ivory from Now That's TV. She came on this shit different. Even though she was still ratchet and crazy on this shit, trust me, that bitch was lethal on her last network. So she not lying when she was telling them she really did come on here on some, kumbaya shit trying to be different with these type of bitches. And they still played in her face. And when she was saying that, you could see the emotion in her face. Like basically saying, I came on here trying to give you bitches a chance, and I really should have just slapped you bitches like I planned on to. That's basically what Ivory was saying. And they was like, they wasn't trying to hear that, and they definitely wasn't trying to fight because none of them got up.
Even Big Lex back down from Ivory. I feel like 'cause she was just like, we talked that we squabbled it out. You said you was cool. I said I'm cool. So we just gonna did it. And
Facts.
Ivory was like about to let it go, but then I feel like Ivory in the back of her head started feeling like what you said, and she was just like, "And bitch, and I gave you that, and this, that." And Big Legs did not back up to her, and then when Ivory got up and walked toward them, which I feel like she could have stayed in her seat, but Summer did not get up, and she had that drink in her hand. Ivory had that drink in her hand, everything. And I'm just like, Summer, you was saying it while we was watching, like, Summer, get up.
Yeah.
And then at the end of it, Ivory was trying to give Summer a hug, and I think Summer did the right thing by saying, "Nah, I'm not giving you no hug, especially after you just tripped me while I'm fighting." Nah, because I feel like Ivory would have went in for a hug and punched Summer in the face.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what she was about to do.
That's
And
exactly
I
what she
wanted
was
her
about
to
to
do
do.
it. She says, I don't know if you heard, but she was like, all right, so none of you bitches want to get up and hug me. That shit had me
Yeah, she did. She said that. I heard her say
dying.
that.
Straight up, because she's about to knock one of them bitches out.
She was. That was gonna be a moment, and she knew what she was doing.
But I liked Ivory in this season,
No, Ivory.
surprisingly.
I
Not,
like her this season too, especially after she kicked, especially after she tripped Summer in that fight, and then she kept mimicking what she did. That was hilarious. It was
yeah, she
hilarious.
a fool for that. That shit had me gone, bro. Fucking kicking and tripping bitches. I didn't even fear. Some already can't fight.
Did we talk about? uh, Did we talk about the? We didn't talk about the
The whole
Summer and
Scotty and
Scotty. Yeah.
yeah,
So they was talking about that too. Make sure y'all let us know what y'all think about this in the comments with Ivory and the trio. Let us know what y'all think about it. Who was wrong, who was right. I don't care if you agree with us or not. I ain't gonna block you. We ain't gonna block you. Say how you
mm,
feel, Bookie. But yeah. So, anyways, it gets to we talking about Scotty and Summer is basically saying how she don't like Scotty like that, and Scotty was saying she felt like Summer got in her and her friend's business, and Scotty was saying what she did, what no, Summer was saying what Scotty did to Natalie was fucked up, and it was because, excuse me, that's what I hate about like the fans when they be talking about Scott. I feel like they have this a misperception of Scotty because everybody thinks that Scotty is like this girl's girl. And what she did with Natalie and Rolley, that was messy. Because why are you
mm,
going and talking about your friend to your other friend and then going back and relay the message to your other friend? Like you're playing both sides and
right.
you're being messy. Like you not no girl's girl. Like I like cut the girl's image for Scotty. Scotty's not a girl's girl. She's not.
Yeah, Scotty's not a girl's girl. I don't know
She's
why
not.
everybody says that.
I don't know why everybody says that either. Like
It's
I don't
because
know why.
Scotty's doing all that lame ass shit on the auditions, trying to be a girl's girl to them contestants. Like, I can see what she's doing. It's not working.
Yeah, and if they man got something that she wants, she gonna stop being a girl's girl and go get after that nigga. So, um,
Exactly.
but Scotty was basically saying that she didn't like how she felt like it wasn't Summer's business to get into it, and Summer was like, "Yeah, it was my business because y'all was talking about it in front of me." And I agree with Summer. If you talking about it in front of me, I'm gonna give my commentary because oh, you're being fake and you're hanging around me too. So I'm gonna look at you sideways like you being fake to your friends that you've been knowing. She been knowing Natalie from since like 2018, I
Yeah,
believe, and you've been knowing Roly for at least 3-4 years. So because we done been seeing Scotty for like 3-4 years, maybe 5, I don't know. But these are your like friends, and you're being fake to them. So yeah, and then y'all talking about it in front of us. If you don't want us to know about it, you don't want us to give our input, then talk about it in private.
exactly.
So I'm
I'm
with
kind
Summer
of
on that.
iffy on that. I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence with that because I don't, I don't give a fuck what I was talking about. if I'm talking with somebody or it's just iffy because the conversation was laid out in public, but Scotty never asked to have that conversation. She was kind of put on the spot. So she wasn't necessarily having an open conversation. She was literally just defending herself. And although I don't agree with Scotty at all, I definitely think she's phony and fake. But like ultimately, that's all Scotty was doing. She was just defending herself. And Summer added her 2 cents, and Scotty was just like being jumped and all of that by everybody and this and that. Like Scotty's right. It's like not your business right now. Let me defend myself to my girls, and then you can, say what you want to say. But I also agree with Summer because like you a fake ass bitch. That's weird. Like why are you doing all of that? And I'm pretty sure everybody else was thinking the same thing Summer was saying.
I get what you're saying too, but if anything, she need to be mad at Rolley then, because Rolley the one who brought it up in front of everybody.
Yeah, Rolley did throw her under the bus and brought it up in her, and she did say in her confessional she was mad about that. But I mean, she was just defending herself, and she had to say something.
Right. She got every right to defend herself. Definitely, absolutely.
Yeah, but Summer was being fucking annoying like she always is. Like I like Summer a lot, but she definitely be sticking her nose in everybody's fucking business. That shit happened
Yep.
the entire fucking season.
And I love it. And then Summer is annoying as hell, and that's what
It
that's what
did,
I
and I
love
was
about
laughing
it.
the whole time. I was laughing.
On my
She was
mama,
like,
Summer don't
Scotty, why
care.
would you do that? I was fucking gone. She was like, "That's your friend." That shit be weak.
Yes, Summer don't play by that loyalty, honey.
Yeah, Summer's very outspoken. She's definitely has that one assertive side of a baddie. That's definitely Summer.
Definitely, definitely, definitely. But let us know what y'all think about that part in the comments. Whose side you on? You on Scotty's side or you on Summer's side? Do you think Summer need to mind her business, or do you think Scotty should have been checking her friend and she should have been being a real friend? Let us know what y'all think. All right, let's talk about this situation with Slim and Rolley, because there is a misconception going around about Slim talking about Rolley's kid first. That is not true, and I don't like how the fans are not bringing up how Rolley was talking about Slim's dad saying that he maggots is eating him up, and talking about how Slim may have confided in her about her father molesting her, or whatever the case may be. I don't know if I can say that on YouTube, but yeah. So I don't like how people not bringing that up, because you can't talk about somebody's family and then get mad when they talk about your family back, whether it's your kid or not. Your kid ain't saved, your mommy ain't saved, your daddy ain't saved. That's your family. Family is family. It don't matter if you came from them or they came from you. So
Yeah, I agree. I don't know why she was. I know kids are usually off limits, but like you said, when you talk about the dead, it's usually off limits from there when you're talking about the dead and shit like that. So I agree.
cause like you talking about somebody that ain't here no more, that can't defend themselves, and you think your kid is safe. All bets is off. Cause I know if you say something about my peoples, I'm gonna say the worst about you. And look at Tasiki over here sleep. Do you see why she don't? Do you see why she don't need to be here?
She boring as hell anyway.
She boring as hell. She was looking with the screw face all season. Everybody is scared to fight her. She don't show no personality on screen anyway. She needs to go.
She's just a tank. I think Natalie's scared to fire her ass too. Shit.
Why would Natalie be scared to fire her? If she fire her, she don't never got to see her again.
I don't fucking know. I was gonna say though, I don't think nobody's gonna say what you said because Rolly's a super popular cast member and everybody's on her fucking clip.
It didn't seem like that, because when she came out on the stage introducing herself, it was people booing her.
Of course, there's people booing her. All them bitches in the fucking audience is from the fucking auditions.
Yeah, and extras. It was
Bitches,
probably
literally all of them bitches are already biased. They already have a fan favorite and shit like that. Those are like super fans trying to be on the show.
that's insane. And then they brought up the fact that Rolley snuck Slim. I feel like what where I kind of I'm on both sides because yeah, she shouldn't have snuck her. But my thing about it is, it's Slim, like you just got into an argument. You know what type of house you in. You need to be on point. Like you need to stay ready so you don't got to get ready.
Yeah, I agree with that too. But she was getting tag teamed and definitely bullied. I'm not gonna sit here and say she wasn't getting bullied. That was literal bullying
Nah, it
that was
was
going on. And
because Summer jumped in after that.
yeah, watching it was like it was funny at first, but obviously it became uncomfortable after a little bit. Like it kept going on, and then everybody's getting involved. Slim is already a really small girl, and not that strong and all of that. Like literally everybody was dogging this bitch out. She ain't have nobody defend her, and she was still,
Yeah,
in the paint. I'll give her some credit, even though she
and
was
that's the
crying like a little
thing.
bitch.
And Anna had a pass for being skinny, but Slim is smaller than Anna. And they was bullying that girl. But my thing about it is too, Scott, like we gotta think about it. This girl signed up to degrade herself and to humiliate herself. The minute she signed up to be Rolly's assistant, knowing that Rolly was gonna do nothing but disrespect her, she signed up for that.
Yeah, she did, but I don't know. The human in me was just it was hard to watch after it kept going on, like, and it was just too repetitive. I was like, bro, every time this bitch opened her mouth, it's like 10 bitches on her. It was just annoying, and I don't even like Slim.
I agree with that. I agree with that. Because it should have been a her and Rolly thing. Everybody else should have took their time to get to know her. Like they, especially the newbies, because it's like you ain't got none of the
Yeah,
situation at all.
and some are funny, but like some weren't even like introduce herself. Some are automatically just wanted to fight her.
Hmm.
It was just too bandwaggy ish for me. Like I'm not with that.
And it was because that everybody was like, "Oh, well, you gonna be our assistant too." No, she's here to be Rolly's assistant.
Yeah, but they saying if you finna be in our house, that's what you got to do, type shit.
Nah, I would have been on the same thing Slim was on. I'm not being nobody's assistant. I'm not even going to be Rolly's assistant. I just said that to be here.
Yeah,
Like
facts.
what? Like mm-mm.
I think anybody would have did what Slim did, but well, not be that much of a pussy because I would have never signed up to be nobody's assistant. But still,
Okay. Like what? But let us know what y'all think about that in the comments. Okay, let's get into this. Cause okay, now what did she say? What did she say?
she
What the
said
fuck?
she's a celebrity guest.
Okay, and what qualifies her as a celebrity? Cause I'm confused. I'm confused.
That one retarded ass song everybody was using on their Instagram reels.
Oh, Barbie, the one that Blueface wrote, right? The one that Blueface wrote and produced. That song?
Yes, unfortunately.
Okay, so let's just you're a celebrity's baby mama. That doesn't qualify you as a celebrity. You have one song that charted on Billboard's TikTok top 50 at number 13. That's something. That is a great accomplishment, but that does not classify you as a celebrity. And if you are a celebrity, you're a Z-list celebrity because yeah.
I was
But
thinking
yeah.
about that, but definitely what you said is true. But compared to all these other bitches on this cast, I would put her, in a celebrities category only because of that accomplishment alone. I don't think any of these bitches do anything but literally this. So
Um,
her and Akbar were the celebrity guests to
that's
come
not
on this
true
season.
though, because Jazz has been in multiple Tubi movies. Jazz is an actress, and she. I
Oh,
mean, I mean,
I forget about Jazz. My bad.
yeah. So that's not really true. Jazz
Yeah, I'm
came on this
surprised they didn't invite her as a celebrity guest.
because she ain't really no celebrity either, but she's an actress.
Yeah,
And
that's
she's
true.
friends with a celebrity, but that, again, that don't classify you as a celebrity.
Well, I don't know. I guess it comes down to the question of what does classify you as a celebrity. Because if
Yeah,
Jazz
because why
isn't that,
would
because
yeah,
Jazz makes music, she's an actress, and she's still not a
right.
celebrity, then I mean, what is a
So
celebrity?
why would Jaden be classified as a celebrity guest but not Jasmine? But Blueface has been he has been featured on Baddies before, so maybe that's why they did that. Because I wouldn't really consider her a celebrity.
Yeah, nah,
But
I definitely wouldn't. And the only
ain't nobody
reason Blueface was featured in the beginning when Baddies first started is because this
for
kind of was
Sean.
inspired because of his show. Everybody forgets that Blueface Club
Yeah, Blue Girls Club. Yeah, you're right.
or whatever. Yeah,
Uh huh. But yeah, let us know what y'all think about that. Is Jaden a celebrity? Are you a
nah.
fan? Are you a bad little bitch? Are you snipped like a Barbie? Let us know. Let us know.
I just hope the Vanderbilt sisters private jet crashes on the way there. My God, Brittany. You were thinking it. I know, but you said I know.
I'm gonna have to edit that part out. Anyways, we get to the end of the episode. They talk about nothing. They giving their farewells, and Summer's running her mouth as usual. What?
Summer get on my nerves. Next, bitch, you take it too long.
And she was. And she was. And then when Anna talking, she talking about something. Thank you, Summer.
Oh my god, bro, I'm dead as hell, bro. Summer was a bully at school. I just know it.
Oh, you know it. You know she was. And you know she was ratchet and she was always getting in fights.
Look at her mean ass face.
But yeah, that was the end of the episode, y'all. I don't got nothing else to say. I hope y'all enjoyed this recap. Let me know if y'all want more videos with Sky, if y'all enjoyed him. Um, yeah,
I
just let
better
me know
have.
just let me know what y'all think in the comments. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to your girl. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Nighty night. Bye
Mwah.
bye.
I just hope the Vanderbilt sisters private jet crashes on the way there. My God, Brittany.